Okay, I'm going to reply to a Lovely Times comments in this, my comment on Davis Fleetwood's thing there. Um, this is as smart and cutting edge as you are. It never ceases to amaze me how you can be so status quo sometimes. Fuck that rally and anybody who thinks that rally means anything good. You kidding me? Well, I told you, you didn't really answer. Oh, by the way, a lovely time. I understand your angst. I know you well enough to be able to interpret this, I think, the way it should be, or I would want to interpret it. Um, I understand the frustration, all the rest of it. You know, this is not a non-sympathetic response. But said why I thought it was good. Framing, because it doesn't matter who is in the crowd in terms of the social framing. The fact is, the Daily Show has a liberal following. There's plenty of conservatives, no doubt, that watch it. But you know, I listen to Rush Limbaugh, so the audience is liberals, and there are probably a lot of non-voting liberals. You know, these slacktivists where they care but they don't act on it. That's good. That's a good group to have it associated with. That's like the liberal version of Middle America, right? So if that group can take over the concept of restoring sanity and rejecting fear, that's excellent framing, you know. And that's what has to change. And I came to this conclusion years and years ago. But cognitive science, the work of you know, Lakoff. I always get it wrong, Lakoff or Lakoff. I'm not sure at the moment. Confirms that, you know, people need to change the way they think. Um, I mean, specifically, I think that it doesn't have to be vague. Now, I think we organize our society the way we organize our internal mind. We have a lot of different impulses and desires, and those are analogous to being different people. And most people set up a kind of "I'm the king of my mind" kind of situation, and they want to force things. Really, there's a lot of politicking going on. But in their conscious system, they think, I'm the controller, I'm the willer of this body. And we end up with a society like that. People need to change the way they get all of their different ideas to cooperate in their own head. You know, like people think, well, there's a little bit of truth on this side, a little bit of truth on that one. I'll weigh it up. Okay, this one has a lot more. Okay, that's what I believe. Boom, you are just wrong. Right? They do that with their own ideas, and they think they have one idea, and they better just make up their mind. You know, and the equivalent of that in society is we'll weigh up the evidence. When we find out this guy's more right, we'll kill that one. And that's what you can't do. Now, you say that at the rally on stage, okay, continuing. At the rally on stage, Stewart said that Marxists were undermining the country. That's hard for me to believe. I think it might have been a joke, but I didn't see it. I asked you for a link. And then you say people cry over oppression from our government and don't say a peep about the oppression from the market. Fucking stupid Americans. Well, obviously not true of Jon Stewart. I mean, he's mocking that. You say there's only one issue when it comes to national policy now, and it's the invasions and our foreign policy. No, I mean the whole "don't ask, don't tell" that was a real issue. The court stops that, and then Obama appeals that decision. That's important. There's gay people actually care about whether they can be in the military or not just as a matter of principle, but because they want to be in the military. Also, it's the Log Cabin Republicans, the gay Republican group, that brought that case. So there's a good chance that their endless fighting to repeal "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" will make a lot of people realize, hey, there is room for them in the party of uh, of the Republicans. Stewart wants to cater to stupidity. Well, I don't think so. I think that might be a little bit of elitism. He wants to cater to semi-apathetic, perhaps, but you know, the people who are better at figuring out how to chill out than how to get all uptight about something, but I don't see how you could say he wants to cater to stupidity. They have an excellent selection of stories that they cover. How they cover them is separate from that. Appealing to stupidity is not the accurate way to put it. Say an appeal to the middle class, self-centered with their love of freedom to buy iPods and lattes without a care to death, destruction, invasion drones. Well, that's not at all the message that comes through his show at all. And you need to think of if the way you're feeling and reacting, how does that react with these people that are out there? Does it make it better, or does it just make you feel better about your own individual self? Um, as an individual, it's pretty clear that that John is not into catering to stupidity. Um, no. The outrage is justified, but not necessarily productive. And I think where it loses its ability to be productive is exactly in this kind of situation. Um, there's organizations that could have a rally in the mall, and they do. So this guy motivates people that care enough to laugh and put their thoughts in that way, but just don't want all of the back and forth. They don't want to hear accusations. They have to spend 20 hours researching. They want a more straightforward way of getting information and making decisions, and they really ought to have it. You know, I mean, there's doctors out there, they got to spend most of their time figuring out how to be a good doctor and actually doing their doctoring. You know, should they have to spend 40 hours a week studying politics just to know a simple difference? No, people should be more sane. They should be more honest. They should put the information up there more bravely. Try to do less crazy manipulation. Okay, so there are these people in this audience out there. And anybody that went all the way to DC, even if they live in DC and had to figure out how to get down there, but a lot of those people came from a lot further, they certainly did do something. Why would you go there and bother them? There's obviously a lot more other people that aren't even that involved. So yeah, it should be applauded. And then you're going to go down there and say, "Oh, but I have my outrage, and I shouldn't be asked to be saying this world's driving me crazy." Um, good luck with that. We've been that way for centuries. Okay, the activists in the underground. What good has it done us? Not much. What has done us good is when someone like Martin Luther King or Gandhi, with a truly inspirational leadership, gets all of these people that were in that mall at the rally to restore sanity up off their feet where they're willing to do something. It's not going to last forever because those people have to become carpenters and lawyers and plumbers. They have stuff to do. Okay, so it's definitely attacking the wrong place. Anyway, that's my answer. Thanks for the comments.